Hello everyone, I'm Black Marvin, I'm a progressive psychedelic trance artist, I'm a professional sound designer, and I'm also a teacher for electronic music production. Today I want to talk about two things: the acid drips from Fractal Sounds, but most importantly I want to show you how to make an acid sequence inside Vital based on an acid style wavetable. So the acid drips, what are they? Well, Fractal Sound is going to leak the content of two packs that are coming up in September. These two packs are acid related, so it's some sort of acid takeover, if you will. And the first pack is Acid Vortex for Vital. These are 100 acid style presets for Vital. And the second one is Acid Splash Wavetables, and you guessed it, these are 120 acid style wavetables. So there's going to be 4 drips. The first one is already out. It's on the Discord server of the Fractal Sounds user community. The link is in the description and you can grab it. It's free. So today I wanted to use the content of acid drip number 1 to create a really cool acid sequence inside Vital. And you'll see that, there's classic ways to make acid in Vital. The classic recipe with a saw wave, high resonance, filter, distortion, which is basically the recipe for acid in any synth. But with wavetable synths, you can use wavetables that have baked in acid action, and by doing so, it's gonna help you reach just a bit more complexity and more interesting timbres of acid than just your typical acid recipe. So I wanted this one to be a quicker video than I usually do. Let's see how it goes, but I think you have all the information that you need. But as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you like acid. And now let's dive into full-on freaky acid craziness. Okay, so that's acid drip number 1. Let's just see what's in there. There's some Vital presets. We're going to take a look at these very soon. And there's the wavetables. And for today's tutorial, this is going to be important because we're going to be working with these. Let's go inside Vital now. Now I'm inside acid drip number 1. Let's preview what's in there. There's 4 sequences and 1 bass line. There's Zombacid. There's Over My Head. There's Puncture. And finally, there's the bass line, Rhino. So those were the 5 presets of drip number 1. There's still 3 acid drips to go. And in the total, it's going to be 20 acid Vital presets. Now, the reason why I showed you these is we're going to use the wavetables that are in acid drip number 1. And we're going to make a preset that is similar to the one we just listened to. So it all starts by using the proper wavetable. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one of these. So, well, there's 5 of them, so we can cycle through these. And basically what you're looking for is a sweeping motion that you're going to like. They're all cool. The way that these wavetables are built is there's always a good sweep in there, but it all depends what you want to do with them. So let's just check these out. So also we're going to drop that by 24 semitone. I really like when, acid is chunky. I really like this one, but let's check the other ones. This one's really cool too. There's a nice barking sound. This one is very good for more like squarey acid type sound. This one, a very screamish TB type acid. And the last one. A bit more mild, but still cool, and it's coming from the Access virus. So I'm gonna go with the first one, which is fluoroacid 05. Now what we want to do is there's two things we want to sequence. First thing is going to be the level, and this is going to correspond to just the timing, you know, the timing sequence, almost like the gate. So we're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna take LFO1, gonna do something like, yeah, something like this as like basic, yeah, starting point, and then we can introduce a bit some anomalies in there. But first, you got to drop that here. We're gonna have something like that, and this is how it sounds. So this needs to be like this. All right, and then, all right, so we have like the foundation of the sequence, but now we can, like I said, just introduce some anomalies. We can either skip, have some stuff a bit like less loud, some notes that open more. You know, this almost adds a bit of swing to it. And now just listen how it sounds whenever we just move through the wavetable. So yeah, you pretty much guessed it. That's the other thing we're gonna sequence. So I'm gonna grab LFO2. You could also be very lazy and use the same LFO. Sometimes it works, but yeah. Actually, yeah, it works. You know, that's the beauty of it. If the wavetable is well done, it's gonna work. You just need to, you know, you need to find your correct starting point and find a correct landing point. You know what I mean by landing point is just like the end point of the modulation. That also works, but you know, I wanted to demonstrate something else, so we're going to do something else that is a bit more complex. So I'm going to get LFO2 here, and I'm going to just jam a pattern that is going to sound good to my ears. We still have that first sequence here, so we're going to sort of give life to that acid sequence. Yeah, that sounds really good, honestly. And you know, you can draw any shape. It's just you want to design something that's going to be like synergizing with the level sequence. And you can note that there's no filter yet, and we might not even need filtering since, you know, Wavetables is well done. And but if we want to, we can either choose one of these sequences to assign it. Yeah, it adds a bit more complexity. I also like a lot to have something high pass. And then I'm gonna get a multi-band compressor. Much more chunky. We want maybe a bit of distortion, but yeah, we can, it's already like ironically, it's already distortion heavy, so you kind of want to chill on that. And also now it all depends, like chorus, how wet do you want to go? And I like to have chorus sometimes, bit of delay in mid ping pong mode. but sometimes that can tend to bounce around a lot. So I try to keep it chill in there, and we can have a bit of reverb. But like I said, it all depends on how wet you want to go. And that's how you can make a cool acid sequence inside Vital. Working with a wavetable that has built-in acid action, it can help you get really just different expression of the acid sound rather than just, going with the classic saw wave, filter, distortion and all. So we can, expand the possibilities of working with acid tones. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, wavetable synthesis is really cool. Like I said, if you use the proper wavetables, you can go beyond, and you pretty much saw that even before the filtering, we had something really great going on, which is not always the case. In some synthesis technique, you kind of rely on having crazy filters to get something good. But yeah, with specific wavetable synths like Vital, but there's more. But yeah, if you run the proper wavetables, it can kickstart your sound design into stellar results. So I'm currently working on the alpha testing of the Fractal Sounds mentorships. It's not ready yet for a public release, but what has been publicly just launched is the Fractal Sounds user community Discord server. Yep, it's live. Come hang out with us, and we tend to drop a lot of loot there, so don't forget to check that out. And until then, I will see you in another video. Happy producing.